Welcome back to another video. We got a special guest in the house, Mr. Kyle Ellis, aka Merzy. This video different. Y'all watch our videos, so we want y'all to get a little insight of who we are and what we do for a living and shit like that. So yeah, this video is gonna be called what the fuck this shit gonna be called? Get to know the 618.
Get to know the squad.
Yeah, get to know the 618. So yeah, we want to keep this shit off.
Why on the end, Jalen? Special guest.
Special guest gotta kick it off. Okay.
All right. Special guest first time, so I guess we're gonna just dive right into it. Mental health, I think, is a topic that, especially us black men, we don't talk about a lot as black men. You know,
Kyle, you gotta watch yourself.
I was talking about that first.
Nigga, I said we gotta talk about get to know the 618.
Oh,
This nigga said, let me just hop right into it, nigga. Mental health, nigga.
all right, well, shit, you know.
I gotta start over now, bro. You fucked it
Come on,
up.
we gotta get
All right,
Anyway, man, welcome back to the 618 podcast, man. We got a special guest in the house, aka Music, aka Kyle Ellis. So we doing a different video. We want y'all to get to know us. So this video is called Get to Know the 618. So anyway, we're gonna start off with the special guest, man. Tell us about yourself, big dog.
You know, they call me Kyle, aka Music Head. You know, my first time on the podcast with my squad. You know, ready to dive right into it, man. Ain't too much, just a regular person just trying to make it. You know, I think we all can relate to a lot of things. Like, you know, we all have been through certain struggles in life, and now we're here at this point. We can talk about a lot of stuff. So,
Me?
Yeah. Anybody else want to dive into that?
Remember
Where are you from?
Hey, where you from?
I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois, born and raised.
Okay.
Born at Touche Hospital, May 26, 1992. Man. Crazy. 29 years old. Yes, sir.
Alright, so what makes you? What motivates you every day? What gets you up?
What's your
hobbies?
All right, hobbies or motivation?
What's your motives?
All right, I'm gonna start with the motivation. What motivates me? I gotta go with my mom. Just watching her raise me and my little brother by herself, with no father in the picture. Just watching her work 2 jobs, going to school, doing all that stuff as a single parent. I think just being able to wake up one day and call her like, hey, you can quit your job today. You can go to work no more. That's what really drives me the most. Just to make sure, not only her too, just like y'all too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all my family, everybody. I want to be able to just call everybody like, hey, stop what you're doing, grab what you like the most, bring you with you, we gone. Like, that's one of my biggest joys. So shit. Hobbies, writing. Writing probably gotta be my number 1 hobby. Kind of go to writing for anything when you're stressed out, angry, confused or whatever. I kind of go to writing. I think we all, so for JK, I think we share that for sure. Writing, and just listening to beats. I mean, not even just writing to them, bro. I just listen to beats all day, and I just kind of, whatever I'm going through, it kind of just clears my mind of that. Writing, music, gotta be hobby. That's straight up, like, I don't really, can't think of nothing else out of that. Real. Yeah, it's really other questions, my guys.
Oh, shit. That ain't about you, nigga.
I'm going down the line. Nah, man, fucking line. I'm gonna ask Jalen. What's this nigga? Because he basically said your name.
Oh, so yeah, JK.
They don't know you. So what's your hobbies? What's your motivation?
They talk up too, nigga. Everybody gotta talk up.
My motivation for real?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how I wanted to put it for real.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know. I guess I kind of feel like since I'm down here on this earth, like I don't want to be a parasite to it. Like I want to make situations better. So it's like anything that I do, I kind of put that same into it. Like if I start a job with my family, all that shit, like versus being a parasite to it, I want to be the one to build it up rather than take it away from it. That's my motivation. Like anything I do for real, music. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep pushing this bullshit out there that a lot of these artists are putting out there. Like I want to do some shit with music that'll help people get better.
Yeah.
What was the? Oh, that was it. Oh, well, hobbies, I guess.
Next hobby.
So
about it. Suppose you want to go into it.
So shit, tell us about yourself. Like where you from, shit, and what motivates you. I guess you kind of said what motivates you a little bit, but yeah, like, tell me, like, where you
from?
Yeah.
Mobile, Alabama. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Where you from?
Nah, I claim to be Saint, but I was born in Champaign, Illinois.
For real?
Left there when I was 3 years old.
Oh,
I've been here since.
You said you been here? No, I said then. You know, he said it. So
yeah, because I done did most of the important shit in my life.
Oh, you from Champagne?
Hey, that's my place too, man. I love Champagne, bro. It was pretty cool.
You bet you do. Why you drinking?
Yeah, I did.
I guess it's me next, bro. So I guess we can go like to the fucking newest member to the oldest member. Oh, your ass.
No, you mean like what?
From the newest to the oldest.
Like it's age wise or the
I'm talking about podcast wise.
Shit, I'm the oldest.
That's what I'm saying. So,
but the newest niggas that started.
That's what I'm saying.
So you gotta go next.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. You trying to point to me and tell me to go next, nigga? You scared, nigga?
What y'all want to know?
And that shit, where you from?
What's the question? I actually know where.
Your hobbies?
Yeah, nigga, what motivates you to get you up every day?
Shit, my kid, my mama, and myself, and God.
Alright, nigga, where you from?
Nowhere.
Nigga, what time is that? This ain't no Marvel movie, nigga.
Nowhere. I'm landing here, bro.
Damn.
That's fucked up, right? Kind of niggas said, damn. Where you land from,
so
man?
So you on a spaceship?
Oh.
Guardian of the Galaxy looking ass nigga? You with Thanos?
Nah, I'm from
You on this J.K.
Hey, motherfuckers don't know nothing, man.
We off of them.
But shit, other than that, my hobbies, I can't write shit. I can't write. I can freestyle, cause I can't write shit. I'm a fucking businessman, bro. I'm a businessman and a mob boss. That's it. Damn. That's it. Yep. That's where my life at.
What's your hobbies? I guess businessman and...
Businessman, father, and mob boss. That's what it is.
What's up? Can't go wrong with that.
Yep. What's your question though? Check here. What's your question?
Hobbies, if you ain't.
He already said that.
I don't know if you really...
I'm
just writing in the...
Hobbies,
businessman.
I don't know. I gotta say business for real. Cause I don't know. I get a rush out of this shit, bro.
Okay.
Like, it's business is like similar to, the streets, but it's legal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like you get a rush out of it, but if you're doing it right, you ain't gotta worry about no jail time.
I can feel that for sure.
Well, it's about that rush, that adrenaline. That's real.
Get money.
Who next?
I'm gonna go ahead and go since I'm the youngest between me and Cam. So shit,
man, where you from?
No, you didn't say where you was from. Nowhere.
Why you like boys?
Anyway,
your career.
I was born at my job. I was born at BJC at BJH, the big house.
Is that for real?
My mom. Shit. My mama said I'm from Collinsville, but I don't remember ever being in Collinsville.
I remember that.
Man, fuck that. I don't care. That's where I spent the most time at, nigga.
In Collinsville?
Fuck no.
Yeah, I remember that.
He goes, I don't say I'm from Collinsville because it's just like that. I don't remember Collinsville. I don't remember spending the most time in Collinsville. You might as well just say shit. Between me going back and forth between my granddad's house and shit Collinsville, I say my granddad's house, to be honest. But shit, yeah, I'm from nowhere as well. Me and Dame dropped on the same boat. I mean, the same Guardian of the Galaxy ship. And then we went our separate ways.
I can't hear no monkeys, but
you had the pigs on the back. Yeah. And the chain go backwards.
With the basket on the front.
He had a bell, cling, ling, ling. But nah, really though, for real, I say I'm from East St. Louis because that's where I hung around a lot of the guys that you see now, especially J. Kill, Ellis, and Dane, for real. And then I, came up to Belleville and went to school at Belleville. So, and then that's where I met my, he was my friend. And
he was my friend.
And show. And then, like I said, like a couple of years later, we found out we was cousins. So, but yeah, then one of my hobbies is I'm a gamer. If I ain't at work, I'm gaming for sure. Streaming.
I forgot your name, myself.
You been game. You don't know me on no game.
you shoot it on Call of Duty? Motherfuckers, they shoot back at you.
I don't play Call of Duty. No, bro. The motherfuckers have no indicator.
What's it called?
They do have indicators. You don't know how to indicate it.
The green motherfucking arrows is your teammate.
Bro, I don't get no arrows and none of that.
Boy,
I don't know if this is but you playing campaign?
Oh, you playing?
Oh, is that it? Is that it?
Wow.
Which one did you click on?
No, I know. No, I was playing the campaign though.
So what your hands?
Even the campaign got an indicator, bro.
No, it don't, bro.
You got all that things on there. Right, you pointed at the nigga, and it's like Captain Somebody, motherfucker.
Oh,
no.
This nigga say,
You shoot at the wrong people and shit.
I swear. I'll stay to Fortnite, man.
what the fuck? This Travis Scott looking at
What's the keyboard, man?
shit, I think that's it, Cam. That's your turn, my nigga.
Well,
where you from?
Yeah, we from.
well, me, I was stamped in Centerville, Illinois.
You can stamp.
Yeah, stamped in
That's fucked
Centerville,
up, bro.
Illinois.
You got it on your back.
Alright, that's where I was
Got
born.
Hitman stamp.
You should always step.
That's where I was born. I was born in
Say like stamp up back in there.
Nigga got a barcode item on this shit.
Like Hitman in this motherfucker.
You spin this shit, yep, that's Cam.
That's him.
Oh, no,
I was out in born in-
Centerville?
yeah.
Damn, okay.
Kim about that Popeyes, that church chicken that used to get that
Damn,
the laundromat that's still there. After everything else is diminished, that's nigga. That hey, on some real shit. That dry cleaners has been there through every fucking thing. Everything has went and left, and that bitch is still there. That's crazy. That's the one that be collecting those cats and shit, cooking them up at that Rice House. Not for real. That's why they went out of business for real. Bro.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
I see little cat walking because they snatch them up and cook them in the bag.
But nah,
what's your hobby?
Yeah, what you like to
We know
do?
you like to box. You a box.
yeah. I mean,
What
other
made
than
you start like boxing?
because I have a lot of anger. Just growing up as a kid, I had a lot of anger. Still got that anger, though. So, instead of just fighting on the streets, you kind of look at it, kind of put it to good use. When you actually in the gym, it takes a lot out of you, man. That's where you can find your peace at a lot of times too.
Yeah.
So you take all the anger out on them, punch your bag, whatever it is. That should bring a lot of peace to you, man. So that's what's up, bro.
So when your first match, who was your first opponent?
All right, so December 11th, which is next month, like 4 weeks from now, it'll be out in Arnold, Missouri. But it's a guy, Jacob Hiley, man. I don't know who he is, but they say he 1-0, man. So he ain't gonna make his two. So I'm gonna have to crush it, man.
You got it, man.
Talk.
So we all get where we from and shit like that. Can we all agree and say like, we all came from some type of struggle and we are overcoming it each day that we grow and we live, and we are, we putting our minds in a different mindset of what we was when we was young. Now we like grinding towards a purpose. I mean, we can all agree and say like we already came from some shit and we like, damn, what can I do to make it better? Like for this, the podcast is another thing that we all interested in, and we all got a common goal. Like we want to make this shit the best that it can be. And we want to be the best that we can be as we continue to grow type shit. So, we all got a common goal for real. So, man, shit,
Preach, nigga.
Gaming with Dame on YouTube.
This nigga here. Niggas talking about some serious game with Dame. Looking at it. But nah, though, as we grow, I want to continue to bring more niggas on, you know what I'm saying? Shit, these niggas is who I grew up with, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
So we need to, I'm gonna set it up. We need to start bringing people on here that trying to be active in certain stuff, like models, rappers from the city that we go shop.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like barbers, like anybody's asking questions and shit. See where they going, see how their careers and life, where it's taking them to.
So not to cut you off, I do have a question that I want everybody to answer. It don't matter what order, but.
Alright, so he the newest member, so he got questions for us.
Just one
kind of
question.
shit is this?
Just one question, so.
Alright.
Question.
Well,
I got a question for your question.
I don't know what the fuck
Is it Is it one question for everybody, or you have individual questions for
the same question for everybody? It's a 2-part question. So first one is,
Go ahead.
All right. So first one is, what is one of the biggest accomplishments that you want to make in life? Second part to that question is, what is one of your biggest fears in life? It doesn't matter who start.
Well,
Repeat the question one more time.
The first part is what is one of the biggest accomplishments you want to make in life?
Okay.
And number 2 is what is biggest fear in life?
Bro, I can eat that one up easy, bro.
It's not good.
Go ahead.
I can eat that up real good.
Right.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, that's one of my, like, that's the common thought I have, bro. Like, I had that thought a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit that you want to do, like, you constantly going toward, and shit that you really hate to fall to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my greatest achievement that I would like to get done is generational freedom, bro. Through generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure my kids don't have to want for nothing. And hopefully we can keep that shit going for real. I want a community-based people again, bro. Because then generational wealth would be crushing.
True.
So, and I mean, my biggest failure that I like don't want to fall to or whatever is like not achieving that goal for me, bro. That's the one thing that I really want to do before I leave. Like, I can achieve that shit and down on the spot. I'll be happy.
Right.
For me, shit, my biggest goal is I gotta get back to my life, to who I am. And I feel like internally I'm a fucking millionaire. And I just gotta get back to where I need to be. It's so crazy I'm gonna say this, but one of my worst fears is for lack of better words, letting money make me forget.
Yeah. Preach. Yeah. Hey, that's the realest.
And what I mean by that is, like, I don't ever want to get too rich where I get to a point where I stop living.
Yeah.
Like, I'm making money and I can't go to my kids' games, or my kids don't feel comfortable enough to sit down and talk to me about stuff that they want to do at school or in life and stuff. I don't ever want to get that busy, and so
It's kind of like in the movies where the phone always ringing, they always answering the phone.
Yeah, the kids be going through so much, and the kids know how to talk to them or something don't have. You know, I don't ever want to get to that point with my kids or my friends or none of this shit. You know, changing over money. That's my thing. That's why people like, oh, I used to act the same. I'm always acting the same. Just because I'm my friends and all that will change over nothing. You know, I don't care how much money I make. I don't ever want to be a different person because of it.
That's respect.
For real.
Shit, just me and Cam.
I mean, somebody y'all want to know.
Yeah. You want to go?
Yeah. But one of my, you said like one of the
Accomplishments and fears.
Okay, well, one of my accomplishments that I do want to accomplish is, you know, like I said, by me being in this sport, you know, I do, you know, have accomplishments that I want to actually be a title holder, a world title holder, you know, with this sport.
You gonna be Brock Lesnar?
And another John Jones, man.
Brock Lesnar, like.
But that's one of my favorites though. Oh yeah, could be shit. But one of the fears I do have is like, you know, actually coming out of this this whole depression and, you know, stressful stage of life, and actually like, you know, getting to the point to where it's like you getting so close to your accomplishment, and it's like, you know, you don't be able to accomplish it, you know, just for some bullshit. Yeah. Whether it may have been, you know, God forbid anything happen, you know, just car crash, that's ending with death, you know, just shooting, just any type of bad shit. So it's like, that's gonna be the worst thing, you know, to actually get to. So, you know, I feel like that'll be like my worst thing, though, not actually, you know, being able to get to that shit, though, for real. So.
Shit, man, shit got deep.
I mean, you got a question? Oh, I
got a question. His question.
I think it kind of perfectly leads into the whole, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
I'm gonna go. You the newest nigga, you gotta wait.
Go
Nah, but one of the accomplishments that I want to do is take this content creator to the next shit. You know, to the next level. You know, it's a lot of people out here that just press a motherfucking video, a button and say go live, and they sit up there making 100K off the rip. You You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, if they can do it, then I can do it.
Yeah,
but I don't want to do it on the level they want to do. I want to take that shit to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to be the ones that's holding one of the places of being the most, you know, the most watched content creator. You know, and I don't want to do it on just Facebook or YouTube. You know, my motherfuckers can stick to one platform. I want to do it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, I want to be the first on all three. I'm on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? And take that shit to the next level. And one of my biggest, what was it like, fears or is felon. You know, that's a thing that most motherfuckers hold on to. And that leads to the next episode. Is most motherfuckers are afraid to fail. And that's one of my things. I'm afraid to fail, but just recently in my life, I failed at some things, and God brought me back out of that. So sometimes you have to fail, but I'm still coping with that. Failing is something I don't like, and I don't process it well. But as life goes on, when you start failing, and it's a difference between failing and quitting. If you quit, then you cutting your blessing. But if you fail and you get back on it, then you know what I'm saying. Then everything starts flowing in place. So there is a difference. When I fail, I don't just stop. I keep going. I keep pushing. Like that's just a setback. You know what I'm saying? So we can't. That, like I said, that's just one of mine. That's for sure. That's for sure.
That leaves me, right?
Yeah, it was nigga.
Well, you asked us the question.
Right. New nigga, come on.
All right.
Accomplishments.
Yeah, nigga. This nigga's
crazy.
So smart.
It's crazy how you think when you get older. I'm 29 years old now, so.
Damn.
If you would have asked 21.
You old as hell. What?
You older than me.
Right, this nigga talking 30.
I was yesterday. I ain't old no more.
So what happened?
Wait, okay. So no,
Time travel.
Alright, so
you went back.
I want this.
Get your looking.
But no, if you would have asked 21-year-old me this question, it would be totally different from now.
Right.
So when I was 21, of course, I want to be a rapper. I want to mansion and cars. Now I'm at a point in my life where, honestly, my biggest accomplishment, if I can wake up in the morning and call my mom, my brother, my granddaddy, and they all good and they in a good situation, I'm good. Like, I can take care of myself. I'm at the age where I tell my mama all the time, I live with her death, but she still try to take, I'm like, Mama, I'm 29, like, I don't need you to do that no more. But it's appreciated, of course, but you just want your parents to know, look, you did your job. Let me go out here and do what I gotta do. If I need you, of course I know you're there, but let me go out here and do it on my own. So basically, man, just making sure that they're happy and they got what they need. My big accomplishment. I mean, as far as the music, of course, I think we all share that in common. We all want to, you with the boxing, you with the writing, and stuff like that. You want to be whatever your peak is. You want to reach it or beyond if you can. Go beyond your peak. You know what I'm saying? $1 million mile.
Call you cocaine day for nothing.
But the name fits you well. Biggest fear is that's a good question. I asked the question. My biggest fear is probably, I guess, not carrying on my family's name the right way. My family's pretty big. It's a lot of us. So I just kind of want to make sure that, especially with my grandmother and our grandparents, they're older. They pretty much raised us. Not saying our parents didn't, but you could always get better advice from their grandmother or their grandfather. So I want to make sure that they can carry their name on and still make sure that we can look back and say, yeah, I did that. I made sure that my family's legacy is still carrying on. So, other than that,
that was good.
I got a question for everybody.
Okay.
Shit.
Cocaine.
I ain't gonna discriminate with ages, but I'm just gonna say age because you say you're 29.
Yes, sir.
I can start with you. And we go as what would I'm asking everybody this question, but just change y'all numbers because some of y'all old niggas, some of y'all young. What would 29-year-old you tell, let's say, 18-year-old you?
Start with me.
That's some good shit. Hey, real talk. Real talk.
The first thing I would say is lay off the weed.
Okay.
Second thing I would say is, I was arrogant as fuck when I was 18, man. Like, I just thought I knew everything. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Like, if I had the patience and the confidence that I have now back then, oh my God, I'm telling you how I feel right now. But I think if you look back on how much money we spent on weed, man, like
Yeah. Real life.
Probably fuck around.
Real life, bro. Come around my house.
Motherfucker save that shit, bro. You will have a
Shit. Skyscraper.
But yeah, that's definitely number one, bro. Like a lot of.
I told my brother, yeah, bro. Oh damn. Sorry.
Oh no, I wasn't. But yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Me? Well, who? It don't matter.
Yep.
I'm 22, so what I tell my 18-year-old self?
I mean, what would you tell yourself, basically while you was in high school? Like, what have you learned to make you be like, damn, if I would have did this earlier, this would have been different.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
If
lie.
I would have had this certain thing on my mind or this certain mindset, this could have been different.
Nigga, if I would have started with my first mind, if I would have started continue rap, I feel like I could have been some shit. And I had the opportunity, you know, it's cool, but it was at a church. Right. And I started off doing that, and people was telling me, it was like, I didn't know you could do that. And I was like, I didn't know I could do that either.
That's how a lot of dudes start at church.
Why I say that was because at that moment, I'm just gonna tell y'all my mind at that moment. We go in on 7. We went up at 7. It's already 500 people out there. I'm looking at the clock. As soon as 7 o'clock start, we start. I'm about to throw up because he wasn't there, and I'm the only one here. And he's supposed to be like singing on the song. Kevin Gates like, so I'm sick to my stomach. Like, damn, bro, he ain't even here. So what am I supposed to do?
Right.
And every time they talk about rapping, I go back to that moment. Like, if I would have kept going, I wasn't the best rapper, but I was good to the people that was listening. So it's like they telling me, hey, you need to continue to rap. You need to continue to rap. Even when we freestyle outside, I'm like, I ain't never freestyled to nobody before. That was one of my things too. I ain't never really rapped in front of nobody. I close the door, write that shit on a piece of paper, and just leave it. You know what I'm saying? And won't rap to nobody.
Right.
That's what I would have told myself when I was fresh. If you would have kept rapping, you could have been some shit. And even with content creating, bro, I was watching YouTubers back then that wasn't shit, and they the shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't I hop on that bandwagon when I was a freshman? Why I didn't hop on that band? I'd be like, damn, I remember that nigga started in 2013. He wasn't shit. He had 10K followers.
But you also had that blessing. You still young. You know
right. So now I'm taking it down. I'm like, I'm gonna hop on this shit. I'm 22 years old. I don't want to be that nigga that's 39 and he trying to start off. Nigga, I got kids. I think I got kids now. You know what I'm saying?
Dad retired.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So like now I'm 22.
Oh, Joshua.
I'm 22 now, so it's like I'm young still. So let me hop on this shit now. Cause just say if I blow up when I turn 23. I got time to save up. I got time to have kids. I got time to explore. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta worry about me. You know, when you 29 years old, you got a kid. It's hard to fucking play the game. And you know, little Roby come running around the corner. They let me get a ball. It's like, damn, I'm streaming. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to do that shit when you know. But I'm young now, so it's like now I can really dive into that shit. I'm taking full advantage of it.
Gotcha.
It's a smart man. Smart move.
On me.
I asked my own question last, okay?
Shit is this?
But what? I mean, I'm 24. So.
What you ask?
Damn!
What would you ask yourself?
I mean, you've been out of school for a while.
Yeah.
What would you ask 17-year-old Cam?
But honestly, my 17-year-old me, you know, it's still in school, but it's like at that time I still had love for the basketball game. Like, ain't gonna lie to you, I still did, but you know, still, you know, having like 2 sports that you know pretty much affiliate with.
Yeah.
You know, you got the
still do that like
world. Don't get me wrong, I still have love for the basketball, but it's like it's not as all there like how you know this martial arts world is. So it's like I wish I would have told myself to continue playing basketball because it's like the more I kept telling everybody like, oh well, this is what I want to do when I get out of high school. You know, it just felt like they was more so just still shitting on my dream. Like, nah, you're not gonna make it there. You know, so it's like I don't know, it's just other lifeless situation that was kind of, you know, stopping me as well from, you know, pursuing the basketball career. So it's like, you know, boxing world and all that stuff, bro. I mean, you really don't need no scholarship for none of that stuff, man. So, you know, I look at that. That's an open golden ticket, you know, to do what I want to do. So it's like I always had, you know, love for martial arts and stuff. So. You know, I always caught myself like, you know, fighting with other people and Josh knows for sure. Like, I had to go around just punching on people, man. Damn. So it's like, you know, doing that is like, man, that's something for me, man. That's like it.
How you know I was thinking about it?
Let me get a raisin in here. Damn, I'm not fucking stupid, bro. Cause you looked up, bro, and put your head back. Hey, Jay, he said you feel like a raisin.
I ain't say that.
He looked up and said, "Go down." He's like, "This raisin in his bag." Oh shit!
I was thinking it's your turn, J Kid. What with all of you, sir?
What it is?
29?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
You should
man.
You niggas is old as fuck. Bro, I remember when you niggas was like 24, bro. And I was 14, bro. You niggas old as hell, bro.
Man, if I could have gone back in time and told myself something, man, you old as fuck.
I ain't never seen nobody jiggle a trail mix, man.
You should get the raisin out
Me and Kim do all that.
J Kid
What would you tell 18-year-old J Kid?
you twist your shit, nigga.
Nothing.
Pretty much, nah. I needed to tell myself something.
But I need to tell myself.
I needed to, for real. I would have told myself to focus more, for real, like study and focus more. I think like with music, like I know I got stage fright or whatever, but it's like I think if I would have looked at performance, if I would have like got into the habit of like trying to fix whatever I had going on, you know what I'm saying? Like I could have achieved anything, but I didn't focus hard enough. Like not even to study, so it was just like, yeah.
So could you say, J Kills, that you've been afraid to, or you having that stage fright hold you back from reaching your potential?
Yep. Anxiety, man. It's that anxiety.
I ain't gonna lie, like I said, the first time when I did it, I damn near could have threw up. But then when I got on there and I did it, I wanted to go back and do it again.
I mean, I kept going, but one thing that made me stop was that, like, I felt like people weren't listening to what I had to say for real. Like, people love that. Like, Averb and I forgot what it was. Averb and two other DJs, a male and a female DJ, or man and woman DJ. They were pretty much talking about how, like, what the male DJ was like, you know, I'll be playing this conscious music in a club, I'll play some Big Crit, I'll play some and dance floor.
Oh,
I play, you know what I'm saying? I play that Shake Your Ass Hole, and they all run it to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, with me trying to have that positive message in music, I feel like people really want, you know what I'm saying? I have some people that'll really be like, into it. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, it wasn't a majority. I ain't gonna say it wasn't a majority, but it was just like, I felt like I wasn't getting nowhere for real.
So essentially getting discouraged because you don't think nobody listens to your music.
Pretty much.
It's almost like you gotta make that one dumbass song with your foot in the door.
And I've done I ain't really trying to compromise like that. I did even like with Find My Life. You know what I'm saying? But
so I would say this though, like with what you said, I learned, you know, if I stop focusing on people watching my shit and stop focusing on the reviews and just put this shit out, I enjoy it better. And I can look back on my shit and be like, damn, I fucked with this, and not knowing that shit been funny. Cause I remember a time where like I just wasn't nobody in there. Nobody was fucking in there. And I'm like, all right, well, cool. I got discouraged. But when I got these niggas in there, they make this shit a whole lot of fun. I don't even half the time I minimize the screen, so I don't even see how many people watching this shit. Yeah. I just have fun. Yeah. And then when you go back to the video, you be like, damn, 115 people watch this shit? Right. Because when you put it out there, it is a group of motherfuckers out there that's looking for something different, something that is authentic, something that's different to them. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if you continue to like, I'm just saying, so like, you continue to like go out on stage and perform, there's a motherfucker in the crowd that's like, damn, he ain't talking about shaking no ass. That nigga talking about some real shit. I can relate. You know what I'm saying? And then that's where that audience come in from.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, I think it's like putting pressure on yourself, right? Yeah. Like you say, honestly, and I believe like the attitude towards it can change if you take it from being like a responsibility or something that you feel like you have to do, and if you change it to just having fun with that. Yeah. That shit ain't too easy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
you gotta balance that shit.
For real.
Cause I felt like I was obligated to stream. You know what I'm saying? I'm obligated to hop on that fucking control and stream. But then I was like, because I told Cam, I was like, it's a point in time now where I click stream just to have fun. We win or lose, I'm having fun. Right. Yeah. And that's how I met TT, because it was like I was on that motherfucker just being me, being fun. I wasn't trying to portray nobody. I wasn't trying to do the next. I wasn't trying to do I wasn't trying to do what the next motherfucker trying to do. So me saying this to you by me, you know, feeling the same way is, you just gotta, you know, I ain't trying to tell you how to feel how you make your music, but you just gotta sometimes look at the shit and be like, as long as my shit out there, that's a motherfucker that's gonna grab it, reach it, receive it, and then they gonna let somebody else know that's on the same level as them. They gonna grab it, reach it, receive it, and then they gonna let somebody else know. So in your mind, you like, man, ain't nobody listen to my shit, but you got some niggas overseas, you got some, your shit didn't seep through some seams somewhere, and you got niggas on you look at your video and be like,
you never know who you touch with your shit.
On me.
It might be somebody driving to work that had a bad day, and they turn your song on.
Or they just on YouTube scrolling, they Jay, who the fuck is Jay Kill? They pop your shit on and your shit sound like some cold or some positive shit. They like, man, what the fuck? Hey, then he go to his next nigga and say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of want to name it discipline, bro. It's being disciplined enough to stick to something no matter what go through. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like, that's why I say like focus. Like if I would have really kept on that shit, like I would have understood that a lot earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know.
I think that's the lesson that come with getting older is you can take that knowledge and pass it on to somebody else. That's
I feel you.
That same situation that's younger than you.
Hey,
you might see a young artist that's 16 or 17 and he doing good, but he starting to get frustrated. Like, nobody liking my song. I'm like, maybe ready to quit. But you can say, hey, look, I've been through that A, B, C, D. Yes, sir. And hopefully encourage them to keep going.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing about life, man.
For real. You got that 1% to catch on to that shit for sure. For real.
Oh shit. In this case, so I got a question for all y'all.
Wait.
How everybody call?
Don't forget about you, nigga. Rich on Duck. I'm looking like some secret agent. You got your
Little bit,
Speak my thing.
You got a little bit, bud. You got googly eyes.
It's your turn.
Nigga, we sure was gonna skip your and go to the next question too. So what would you tell, now that you being 30, what would you tell your 18-year-old self? With the mindset you got now, what would you tell him? That nigga be a beast.
Stay out the street.
Definitely was doing that a lot.
Stop fucking around. Just focus on school.
For real, bro.
Focus on school. Just stick to the money. Fuck everything going on outside of that, because ain't nothing outside of that.
Thanks. If only we could have seen that shit, man.
If only.
If only we could have seen that shit.
It's like, yeah, and then too, don't be what the streets want you to be. Because, you ain't gonna really get where you wanna go. Because I feel like everybody got that place where they wanna be deep down inside. You gotta ask yourself, every day you wake up, like, am I doing something to get there, or am I moving far away from my goals? And I was so far away from my goals back then, shit, it was just ridiculous. So I would have told myself, bro, you gotta, this ain't it. Like, whatever you think it's gonna lead to, it ain't gonna lead to it. It ain't gonna lead to where you want it to lead to.
Especially us three being pretty much 30 at this point. Like, I wake up every day. If I feel like I wake up in the morning and I don't do something other than that day, I'm just wasting time.
But at the same time, I respect what I went through because it made me who I am.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
You know. I mean, it's a lot of shit that people talk about that I'm really into. So it's just like, sometimes it's like, damn, I could have did better. But sometimes it's like, damn, if I wouldn't have went through this, I wouldn't have been able to handle certain situations.
No problem we have is black men too. We always like, I could have did this better. Okay, look at what you did accomplish too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at what you did.
But I think it's like, especially as a black man, if you plan on being a whole family guy and all this shit, it's like you gotta, you put a weight on yourself that ain't even there yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But too though with that, you have to maneuver the way where you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna be no family man out here trying to see how many females you can fuck.
Right, true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't,
It's just family man, alright.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's just certain things that's gonna knock you off of your path. So,
Ken, you said you had a question for the floor. This nigga done fucking forgot.
what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
But no, like I said though, at this age now, it's like, we all here. I can kind of say that, not saying that we all just starting to get towards our careers or anything like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I owe you 30, bro.
oh my god, damn.
You're 30.
You niggas 30.
30.
Shit finna start hurting for y'all. You gonna wake up and your dick hurt on one side.
You know you can open you sit down and you go,
What you say, man?
I take too many pills to be hurting, bro.
Let me see that whole thing, kid.
You say
What's
what?
a black, bro?
You say you take too many pills to wait, what?
I take too many pills to be feeling hurt.
Yeah, how many you take?
I'm 12.
So,
Every hour.
Hey, dude.
no.
Oh,
Every 7 hours.
Yeah. So wait, it's 24 hours in a day, so 7, 14, 21. Oh, you pop 6 pills a day?
What? Nigga, you literally just said you take every
You
pill
said 2 every 7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, real quick,
7,
so I can get
14,
the math right.
21.
I can get the math right. Can I tap?
Oh.
Can I tap the R?
Huh?
Lost screen.
No, I think he said he wanted to save it or something.
Hey,
He was bullshitting.
yeah, can you pour me a bottle too? I've been drinking that shit.
Can you pour him a bottle?
I got what he meant,
I
man.
don't know who the fuck fucked up, you or him. He told me, can I tap it? What the fuck is you gonna tap it for? Okay, tap the nigga, get the fuck on, nigga. You say pour the bottle, nigga, that's in a cup. These niggas, boy. And them damn pills got you up. What you take?
You don't know.
but nah, man.
So,
It's
Cam, you got a question?
yeah. So I mean, like I said, we
Hold on, I'll send it up.
I can't put that up, bro.
no, we all pretty much at
You know, pregnant.
yeah. but now we all at the point in life, you know.
Grab me a cup, son.
I'm pretty good.
Nah, he probably. Nah, man. Jay's about to piss me off, man.
Well, you said
you do?
I know you ain't mixed this shit, man.
Oh, you ain't mix it? Nigga, did you mix it?
How you got the cup? How he mix it?
Nigga, he put Sprite and added it together? Nah.
Oh,
It's straight.
What's in there?
Or.
Which right?
R in
No,
the cup.
he left the Sprite.
It ain't no. It just stayed in the cup.
Cheers, man.
He said, "Cheers, man."
We're about to 2 shots for this shit.
All right.
So answer your question.
Yeah. So anywho, I'm pretty sure every last one of y'all.
I mean, fucked up.
You pay attention.
Fucked up.
But anywho,
Bro.
you shut up. Hey, so,
Hey, big ball head.
His pants off.
but we all had like
Oh, my bad.
a childhood career that we wanted. You know, other than what we
What do you
got
want to
now.
be when this child?
Yeah. So it's like, what job was that? You know, that kind of set aside from what you at now.
I want to be a police officer. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even want to be a police officer. Motherfuckers be driving fast. With their lights on and shit, they carrying guns. But then when I realized the torture and shit they got to go through just to be a police officer, spraying Mason. But then I realized though, like, being with a police officer, is you ask yourself the question, I gotta make it. Well, you say to yourself, I gotta make it home tonight.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't want to go to a job where I gotta ask the question of,
It's like,
am I coming home tonight? You know what I'm
every
saying?
morning you wake up, you gotta pray you don't die today.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? And especially, I feel for the people that like police officers for the
All
guy.
right, hey, don't bring me a cup.
I feel bad for the people that gotta like that's police officers in the city.
Yeah.
Because they I'm saying like you just asked the question of what is different from your childhood?
Yeah, the dream job.
Your dream job as a child. Like I said, I wanted to be a police officer.
You did?
I mean, I did too, though. I'm sorry.
But then I was
Hey,
like,
yo.
I was like, I don't want to have a. I don't want. Hey man, nigga, shut up, that's mine. I said I don't want to have a career. Man, you don't shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
What your?
How you get my cup of tea?
Just wanted to make sure I wasn't
Link up
grabbing
around.
the
Come on, man.
Do the two stay.
Come on,
Yeah,
come on,
boy, Boogie, what y'all looking at? Shit. Yeah, boy, Boogie looking at.
It's white people. And I ain't say shit, but she was like, all right.
So, what was your childhood career? What you want to be as a child?
I don't think you got no more plastic cups, bro. You want me to get on the
It's
glass?
not a lot.
Hello, I'm supposed to know.
You want to be a class cup? How the fuck am I supposed to know that you don't have a lot of plastic cups, man? I don't fucking stay here.
Hey, look though. Hey,
I just fucking came over to visit to record a podcast, man. How the fuck you gonna tell me, buddy?
hey, look, y'all gonna think I'm capping, but when I was a kid, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, I used to want to be a mob boss, like a Russian mob boss.
Hey,
Yeah. But we was kids though. I'm just being honest with you. That's what I wanted to be. I ain't know I want Russian. I just knew what came with it.
Nigga, you said you did not know you was Russian. So you telling me you look in the mirror and be like, I don't look like that. First,
I just felt like, I want to be a Russian mob boss.
why Russian again?
Because they was, like the Russians,
Russians
like
versus
ruthless motherfuckers. Like
Russians versus the
they
Italians.
don't give a fuck about nothing.
Or the Cubans. All three of them.
Nah, the Russians though, they don't give a fuck about. Bro, in every movie that you watch, niggas get scared when niggas mention Russians.
That's true.
I ain't seen no movie.
Well, we gonna fuck around and call the Russians. Any movie, bro, it's always don't fuck with the Russians. Because they heartless, they don't give a shit about nothing.
Just like in GTA 3 and GTA 4, Nico was Russian. They ain't fuck, you know what I'm saying?
So I don't know where it came from.
With the black cars and shit.
None of that shit. I just was what you want to Russian mobs because they got niggas knocked the fuck. They got niggas the fuck out of here. That's what I say. Now.
So is Al Capone considered Russian? Not really.
I think
he was Italian. He was Italian.
That's what I was saying when I said GTA 3. The motherfuckers rough too though.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's go now. What I would do?
I ain't gonna lie. I used to think I was Italian too.
What the
Mommy, yeah.
black ass nigga? You saying you was
Hey,
Italian?
I'm gonna say,
you grew up with spaghetti and bread, nigga.
I'm
Italian.
I'm gonna say this.
Mamma mia! Nigga was eating raw noodles saying that shit. So okay. So you hold on. So you say you thought you was Italian, but you was coming out the house saying nigga though.
So
I don't think Italian niggas say
you
nigga, bro.
Italian, Russian,
I
nigga.
feel like I could be anything the fuck I want to be. No matter what color I was, no matter how I
Spanish, you call it punta and shit.
Nah, but listen though, I just found it crazy how like the Italian mafia, motherfucking like, I don't promote crime on playing on and all that shit, but
I promoted and playing on.
them niggas, bro, them niggas pretty much was like only allowed by the government, bro. Like when the Prohibition era was going on, the government knew these niggas was smuggling alcohol across the waters. But since we in the Prohibition era we got broke, they let them niggas do it.
Of course, it's gonna cut.
No.
So why the fuck why I can't do it?
No, on some real shit. So if you watch Snowfall,
Black in America.
if you watch Snowfall,
message.
if you watch Snowfall though, like the same shit you said, they was showing how the government was funding the war with the money that they brought back from selling coke.
That's why they let them do that shit. That's why they let them do that. Because we needed the fuck. Alright, so I can go rob the bank and I give you a cut. I'm cool then. Is that what we gonna do?
Shit, now you tell the motherfucker that you get arrested.
That's how America was
Hey,
built
listen to
though.
me.
That's
Weed,
crazy.
weed is legal right now.
True.
2 to 4 years. Okay.
I can see it.
I just think they made weed illegal because they seen that how much the weed man was making.
Yeah.
So now, if Coke at the time, shit back then, Eddie was saying that Coke was the shit back then.
It was in Coke.
Niggas was be getting rich off that shit.
The only reason why weed legal is because
They trying to cut off the middleman. They want to
for
make
real.
it expensive.
and they charge
They broke
like,
as fuck.
they charge $50 to $80 on tax.
Really?
Yeah.
That's tax.
$20 bag of weed cost you $7.
That's tax.
You gotta come in for about 300.
I ain't get no extra grams, nothing. That's just tax. $80.
That's just for the government.
Yeah.
Open your bag.
And your bag look just like this.
Right.
Damn, let's go to happy
$200
ending.
on the face.
Man, you smoke that shit in probably an hour. What the fuck? Between two niggas? That's crazy.
You go to them spend $50 on weed, your tax $50.
Yeah, they tax the hell out of this shit.
Niggas just finesse the fuck out.
Hell yeah.
But that place we went to the other day, they had a bag like that. They only had nothing. I only can imagine what the tax look like on that shit. I only can fucking imagine.
Yeah, them boys play rough, man. Them boys play rough.
But yeah, that's what I used to think, man. I ain't gonna do that shit.
For me, when I was a kid, I was fascinated with astronomy. Like, I wanted to be an astronaut.
That's what's up.
Like,
I'm done, bro.
no, real talk, bro.
I ain't
Like,
bad.
I ain't
I'm
even.
talking about Cam, bro. You know what
What is that?
I think want to go see Pluto and shit.
Oh, yeah, that, for real. I was fascinated with that shit.
You put nothing in your shoes.
You got nut shoes. I ain't gonna lie,
I was too though.
the curiosity came from Star Wars, to be honest.
Well, how the fuck you white watching
Just pick me up though. I'm watching this as a kid, and I'm like, these motherfuckers just jumping galaxies like it ain't shit. Like, you know what I mean?
It's just like traveling.
Yeah, so it's just like what's out there. You know? Man,
These
give me the
niggas
bag, give me
goofy,
the
man.
bag, man. Give me the bag, man.
I
don't have no M&Ms.
Damn.
I just wanted to talk about
So you niggas taking all the M&Ms, but
Damn,
they
this nigga ate all the M&Ms.
You know what? Damn, boy, you niggas picking through his shit. I act like Joseph.
No,
Eddie said,
bro.
I ain't got no M&Ms. Eddie said, I ain't got no M&Ms in the back trim.
Putting your hands in that man M&Ms.
No, bro. Look, bro. I needed M&Ms to make my nuts, bro.
Boy, your your drink gonna be salty as fuck.
And it's probably gonna be good.
Boy,
astronaut.
So you said you was fascinated with the Star Wars shit, right?
Stars, astronomy, planets, all that shit.
She got M&M. He was capping.
To this day, I still am. To this day, man.
Hey, let me get that green M&M.
No.
Go ahead, man.
Appreciate it. Nigga, fuck you and your M&M.
Yeah, nigga.
All right, M&M got match my nuts, bro.
Hey, did you say what you wanted to be, J. Kill?
Oh.
You want to be a stylist.
This
I'm your shipper.
I think the
Why they don't
first
shut
thing.
the club down?
Imagine, hey, don't laugh at what I'm about to say, but imagine J. Kill as a stylist, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna do like a quick weave. Lady walking out her shit, slide back, and she go through the door.
He gonna be like, I forgot she had an appointment today.
He gonna be smoking a black, put it out, hit the weed, put it back, let me get a drink. Hey, let me get that black again.
True.
I think everybody went.
Oh, J. Kill didn't go.
I already went.
No,
J. Kill didn't go.
Killer gotta go.
As a kid, what do you want to be?
Then the first thing I ever wanted to be was a doctor.
I don't know.
It really didn't matter. I just wanted to help people. Then it went to
OBGYN.
being nah.
You ain't slick.
This ain't wanna look at cootie cat.
You ain't slick. You ain't slick.
But nah, from a doctor I went
Wait, it looks like your ovary is stuck.
I went to wanting to be a music artist. I think I wanted to be a psychiatrist first, a psychologist first.
Psychologist.
Yeah, the psychiatrists want to give out the pills, and I was specifically doing this shit to find a way around the pills. So I had to make sure I wasn't talking about
All you gotta do is holler at me.
Pretty much.
Go ahead, holler at me. You want to? Plus,
Right, that shit red, bro.
Yeah, I had this shit last time I was working.
Bro, that ain't no damn shot. That shot, man.
I'm gonna shot glass for that, man.
nigga, that's not no fucking shot, nigga.
What's this?
That's your shot.
That's not a fucking shot,
Bro,
bro.
it's less than a shot?
Nah, it's
more
a
than
shot.
a
It's a shot.
It's a shot, man.
It's a shot, bro.
What shot it?
Fuck, man.
Drop the razor out your mouth. Okay?
So, this was a good episode. I'm gonna say because we touched on some personal shit,
Yes, sir.
and we all got a chance to express our what we wanted to do and what we do in life and shit like that. So with that being said, our newest member, Kyle Ellis, man. So we appreciate you for stopping through, my nigga.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I don't know what that shit was. Anyway, but man, we appreciate y'all for watching our videos and supporting. Continue to like that up.
Already.
And man, we out this bitch.
Get money.
Keep that mask on. Stay blessed.
And wash your dick, ho.
Yeah.